As I pulled up to Parkdale Junior and Senior Public School for a memorial for 7-year-old Katelynn Sampson, I was amazed after the hours and the finances I put into promoting it, that the place was not packed. Everyone was not there for this child. But I had 3 or 4 people. There was 4 people in my entourage. And we went around the school, and on the other side, all the children were playing. But on the other side, there was a garbage can, a big garbage can. And beside it was a big mural of 7-year-old Katelynn Sampson. I wondered, is this what they said this child belonged? In the garbage? Oh my goodness. Could she not have been any of the other children playing and enjoying on the other side of the school? We circled around the school, but we figure the memorial was for 3 p.m. So people will trickle in, but we see people trickle in. And then I made a phone call to a sweet lady, Miss Bernice Sampson. She says, I'm at the dollar store, Kevin. I got the cake. I got the balloons. I says, oh my God. I thought when I traveled from Scarborough in my ill health, I've been rushed to the hospital 7 times in the past year and a half, with no assistance from the healthcare department, but I had to drag my way down there because I had to not only do it for Katelynn, I had to do it for all the children in this city, this province, this great country, and in the world. And when I made it there, all my technology was falling apart. My cameras weren't working, my videos weren't working. There was no way for me to get this out to the world. But Bernice says, well, Kevin, I'm at the dollar store on my way. So we drove down, we missed her, called her back. She was at the school. This is 8 years after the death of her daughter. Premier Katelynn, to all those in authority, I am an expert on crackheads. I used to be homeless. This ain't no crackhead. A crackhead don't know how to show up to an appointment that's been set for half an hour later, they'll still miss it. Oh, I got sidetracked. A crackhead don't know how to make it to their dentist, to their doctors, their teeth fall out, they're ill. This woman made it to a memorial for the sweet 16th birthday of her daughter, who was murdered 8 years ago at the hands of her caregivers, who were sanctioned by the Children's Aid Society of this province. And she waited 7 years before that. She waited for an inquest into her daughter's death. And 7 years later, on April 29th, after a 6-month inquest, 173 stunning recommendations of how the government of Ontario could have prevented the death of this child. This man, an excellent man, standing up for the rights of the children, but he doesn't have the authority and he doesn't have the power. And on April 29th, the head of Children Protective Services says, Premier, we now put the ball in your hands. The lawyer for Miss Sampson, God bless her soul, she has come a long way. There, that was the day her daughter died. Premier, does this sweet young girl belong in the garbage? Tell me. We are asking for immediate debates on children's rights. There she is. That was Bernice Sampson when her daughter, Katelynn Sampson, died. This is Bernice Sampson today. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to find the government responsible in the death of 7-year-old Katelynn Sampson, and we ask the Premier of Ontario to make restitution to Mrs. Sampson for the death of her child, so other parents who are going through hardship will not be afraid to give up their children.